But I'm really looking at the technicality of it. Somebody
Mhm.
going to install app. How do they find it easy to operate? I mean, okay, if you give it to a young person, they actually have no problem on it. If they can install TikTok and use it, that is fine. But to an advanced person, looking at maybe people, it might be that even they are in the diaspora, no, who are
Mhm.
not maybe used to this technological thing. How do they manage since it is an app based operation?
Yeah, I mean, the whole idea of the app from the beginning, it was like it's really in the name of the company, right? It's tap tap send. Like you tap tap and you send, right? So the idea is to make the app, this service, as simple as possible that anyone, as far as they have a smartphone, I believe right now at this stage, even my mother, she's on her 70s, she has a smartphone. Like it's inevitable because she has to use WhatsApp, right? So as far as having a smartphone, you are able to download, like everyone know how to download the app right now. Google Play Store and Google App Store and Apple App Store, they're like the first app that everyone has their phone and they open because you have to download everything. You have to download WhatsApp. So it's really simple to download. You just have to write the name. Instead of writing WhatsApp, you write after send. Then signing up with WhatsApp as well, you need to give them your telephone number. You need to give them their name. And with us, you need to give us your telephone number, name, and your email address. And without the email address, you cannot open a Google App Store. So these are three elements that you already have. Give, like willing or not, when you have a smartphone, you already have them. So it's already there, like you already have it. So with these three elements, then I believe that if you have a smartphone, you know how to tap on the screen. You do like you perfectly know how to read what's written on the screen, and then just provide the recipient card number, name, and telephone number, and then how you make a transaction. So we made it as simple as possible to go through that process. It's not about like technology. There's a lot of things like rocket science. It's really hard, right, to understand. But right now, if we look at some of the things that rocket scientists has created, we are now using it in our real life because it's about making it simple. Computer, when it first came up, I remember when we built the first computer, it was like an entire room. But right now we have these little things that does exactly what a computer does, and it's on your hand, and it's about making things simple. And that's what's all the idea of the company is tap tap send. You just tap a couple of times and you send money.
Making it simple. Yeah, life should actually be about that. That is what technology is about. That is what entrepreneurs also do, that they try to simplify life for people. And of course, they need to be paid for that. That is why the business coming. All
Absolutely.
right. I have spoken to some people about tap tap send, and some of the things they were telling me was about, of course, the direct to bank deposit, no, so that they don't need to worry people in Nigeria or in Ghana who they will be sending money to. They just okay, I need to send $100 or maybe $2,000 to Nigeria. This is the bank account. They just wire it into it. Can you say anything about that?
We do have it.
Okay.
You in Ghana, we started with what we call Momo, mobile money. And now we also have bank. You also can send money to bank. In Nigeria, Nigeria remittance is built up around the banks. Like if you want to send money to Nigeria, at the moment, Airtel and MTN does not have a license. They just have a provisional license from, and they're not building the new products to be able to come into this new economical situation in Nigeria. So right now, everything that we do is just about the bank. It go around the bank. So you can do direct deposit to a bank account, or you can do a cash pickup, which is still going to be from the bank. If you don't have an account with that particular bank, you can actually send money to someone to their telephone number. They will receive a special PIN. They go to their bank with a document, which is like to verify the identity. And with that special PIN, they cannot collect the money. So it's still bank based. All we do is really bank based service. Otherwise, you can just deposit the money into the bank account and it sits over there. So we have that already in the system. Like just check out the app. We have two different services, and it's easy to check out.
Thank you
Actually,
very much for that. That explanation was really important. So now, say you have sent this money to somebody in Warri or in Kaduna, and the person goes there to pick up the money.
Mhm.
Uh, is it possible that the person requests for naira, or it only have to be given in dollars? So he have to take care of the exchange himself.
Yeah, okay. In regards to that, I actually thought this was gonna come up, and I believe, like, let me explain to you what will happen. If you go to the bank right now today to get you receive your money in dollars because the remittance by law has to come, the money international by law has to come in dollar. Even all these services that tell you in naira, the first money gets in dollars and then they exchange it. So if you decide to exchange your money today, for $1, the best rate that you can have is 550 in the bank, in Access Bank, right? That's the amount of money you can receive, but most of them actually give you less money. So if you now go to the bank and you have your dollar, you want to exchange it over there, they could potentially do that, but they're gonna give you that rate maximum. However, if you go to Bureau d'Exchange that you have right next to your home, because we have thousands of Bureau d'Exchange, like I'm pretty sure anyone that's ever received money in Nigeria knows at least one Bureau d'Exchange, because before that's used to be the way for them to get the money. The Bureau d'Exchange rate is 580. So whilst we recommend you, like, yeah, if you want to exchange it, you can ask the bank, is that willing to exchange it for you? But like, I would personally recommend, because that's where the game is. That's where you actually make the profit. That's where we actually get that few money that can actually make the difference in the community. Just go to your trusted bureau exchange. We all have one. Like, even in Benin, there's so many of them. Like Benin City, like I was not growing up, but I remember the shop. I still remember how the shop looked like, because I used to visit there with my sister and with my uncle so much that I still remember that. So yes, you can ask the bank if they can exchange it for you. However, my personal recommendation, this is just me saying it to you guys. If you go outside, the bank is not giving you the best value. The CBN rate actually for today is 416. It's even lower than that. So the CBN is like, it's not giving you the right information. It's not giving the right rate. So if you go to the Bureau of Exchange, you actually have the actual value of your money out of it. So that's just my personal recommendation.
Thank you for that.
And
You
also
see,
use the black market and just saying, guys, there's better value out there. So just,
black
and
market,
that's
okay.
just
Maybe
waiting
we're
for
going to look for some white market or green market.
you know what I'm saying?
All right. Now, you see, I was reflecting a couple of months ago after what happened in Urum, Okay, it's not really because of that, no. The attraction, what attract thief, people that go to rob, no, is
Mm-hmm.
the fact that you have a lot of cash with you that you are taking somewhere, and this, of course, is very attractive, no.
Yeah,
If you transport load and loads of money in a car in a boot in the US, you will still be a target of thieves, of armed robbers,
of course.
because money is very attractive in this sense. But if the armed robber now know that if he come to rob you, whether in the house or on the way, that is going to get small cash, he will not do that, because it was just a waste of time, no, and also very risky for him. So that is why I think this idea of digital transfer of cash, of money, become very good for people, because it helps to reduce this high rate of crime, no? Because you can't go to rob a house where you are going to get 50 euro. What does it mean?
Makes
So
sense, right?
say maybe somebody want to transfer 50,000 euro from I don't know, from Germany to Nigeria. Did this person get this money transfer is in Lagos? Is it not better that this person gets there and this money is, he can get it where he want to use it without necessarily needing to take the money out in two Ghana must go and then look for somebody to exchange it so that he can get a better value for it. So what I'm trying to understand is, if there is a way we can avoid this transportation of physical cash and look for a way to exchange it.
I mean, yes. I mean, if you have, like, the interesting thing is that for the USD, they create a bank account for you, right? So that bank account, you can use it as you please, right? If you wanna, like, because personally, I would never recommend you to actually like take 15K on your back and go. So we know Nigeria still have some like sticky element, like it might be like it's a risky element. However, like most of these banks, they have the application on their phone, right? So you are still able to like technically manage your money from there. So I'm not telling you to go, to be able to go and go to the bureau's exchange to exchange your money. It's not about getting the physical cash and go exchange it. It can also be sending money to that person to exchange it for you, or otherwise having a different approach, sending in branches, because I believe, like, I don't know what you do in life, but you don't need 50Ks in your hands to go around. I don't know what you need to pay for, but you can make a bank transfer. So anything that you want to pay cash 50K, you can pay him with the bank transfer and stuff like that. So my, like, personally, like, the money is still digital. It's really up to you to actually go and exchange it. Like, if you need, like, if you have the necessity to pay in, like, if you need to pay anything in, if you have to pay a certain amount, let's say 50K as you give, for example, I believe you're doing that for business. I don't think like there's any private matter that you might need 50K to pay for. But that means like that person definitely have a bank account. And that means you can send money in a harder currency to that person. So there's no really need. Like the old bureau exchange thing, it's just for like the daily need. Like, I just need that couple of hundreds just to exchange it, that I need to go and pay for this bill. Maybe the hospital does not take dollars and stuff like that. Then I exchange that. But it's not the bigger bunch of money. You don't necessarily need to exchange it, and you don't necessarily. I'm pretty sure if you're doing, like you were talking about real estate earlier on, right? Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, no, yeah, you're right.
For the real estate company, right? If you go to the real estate company and you say, okay, let's close the deal. I will pay you this in Naira. It's exciting because it's still money. However, you come in with the dollars, say, oh yeah, I can pay you. Let's close the deal in dollars. They will look in a different way. And it always has been like that in Nigeria. So right now you have the opportunity to already have the dollars there, and you just have to wire the money to them without actually need to get the back exchange to Naira. So you actually have the currency that all our big business, all the banks, all the Nigeria banks that are dealing with international, you actually have the same power that they have within the country.